test out the black one. How's that?
Nice. Flowy. I'd say it feels like it's V3, V4. Pulls are nice.
Good.
Good friction and everything.
Good stuff. How was that?
Nice. There's a lot more texture on the holes than what I was expecting for how much chalk there is.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed.
They're like coated in chalk, and then obviously it's got some black marks from your feet, but they're still really like
Gripping.
Yeah, really grippy. So that's nice. I like that. Looks like a fun start. Yeah. That's a 4?
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you think? Is it a 4?
I mean, you can call it that. I don't think. I mean, sure.
Sure, yeah.
Sure. We'll call it a 4. Very nice, dude.
Little funky towards the top there.
What'd you think of it overall, though? 6?
Yeah, I would say the rating's about right. The low start is not very fun for when you're still trying to warm up. Definitely on me though.
Well, so out of the 5 or 6 routes, how do you think you feel about the cleanliness of the holes?
Cleanliness of the holes, they seem fairly chalky and dirty, but the friction is actually pretty decent. Better than what I expected for a lot of them. Right, because a lot of the ones that you grab onto, you're also going to use for feet. And so I'm actually surprised with the friction on a lot of them. So it's pretty nice. We'll see how that feels on the slab ones though, because I feel like that's going to be a different story. I think this one is a 5. It's a pretty sick start. Oh.
I didn't know where the toe was, but they have a hard time.
Michael cleaning in the background since we got here at Open.
Little V3, V4 slab.
This start looks pretty interesting. Thinking like this.
Very nice. I've always enjoyed those press routes if they're not too major.
I think you don't really have to worry about the holes on the side being so slip or slip, like, you know, slip, because you get to like press into it on the corner ones versus on just the flat area.
Good stuff.
That's pretty easy with all the heel hooks you're able to do on there. Without the heel hooks, it'd be so different. But with the heel hooks, it's so easy.
It's that corner though.
It said V6. Oh, I thought that was the finish hold. Finish is looking rough. Nice. Yeah, I thought that big one up there was actually the finish, and then I saw you keep going. I was like, oh, never mind. That's not it.
That felt better. You have to get that one into the underthing, but this move right here,
The shouldery move?
well, I don't know what the intended made it is. But I felt like I did it wrong. You know what
I don't
I'm
know. It looks right to me. Almost completely missed that hold.
Almost completely missed. Such a low start for a dyno. Yeah, there it is. Nice. It's just a dyno, bro.
Shaboopy.
That's all it is. That's hard on that one.
There's some of the sixes being easier than the fives. I think the rating so far is pretty accurate up
Yeah.
until apparently this one.
So this one they have rated a 3-4.
And that's the
Super wide body start and not a ton of options. The starting position and then the first move out of it.
I mean, it's a pretty wide start. For a dyno like that, I would typically think like around 5-ish. I mean, the one you did over here with that dyno was like a 5-6.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, obviously it's not the same style.
But the finish was way easier.
Yeah, the finish on this one was like
that's
super slabby, and I had to keep matching. Like I said, I think my beta could have been messed up. But I would say it's probably more 5-6. So that's my guess.
That's a good example to what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a good example of like one of the ones that's like probably off grade. Because other than like some of those 6s being easier than 5s, most of them have been like fairly accurate. You know, within a grade or two. Hey, yo, where's the feet? Oh, wait, there's one down here. Yeah.
That's so dirty, bro.
You can barely even see it. It's a long first move.
It wasn't bad, but
Yeah, once we found that start foot.
the first move is too big for 5 or 6. How were the climbs? How were the flows today?
Climbs were good. Flows were good.
Some of them were a little funky, I'd say. Is to be expected, though. Not every climb is going to go the way you want it to,
Yeah,
especially when you're warming up.
absolutely. Tight back today, for sure.
Yeah. What else we got? We're gonna.
Have we done the rating system yet?
No.
Okay. So, for grading the gym, what are we doing? We're doing the holds, like how clean the holds are.
How clean the holds were, and I'm not gonna rant on that yet. So how clean the holds were, the grading system,
And then how
the
flowy the
flowy.
climbs were.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe just the gym
layout.
itself.
Yeah, the gym
The
layout.
layout.
The layout. I think we'll start with the layout. I think
Yeah.
the layout's fine.
Layout's good. They have a cave in there, which is a plus.
The cave's the reason you come down here.
Yeah.
I think mainly.
I think the only negative is the fact that there's not a lot of workout equipment,
Yeah.
but
Limited workout equipment. You don't have a training board, and they don't have a spray wall. Which a spray wall, if they added a spray wall in
Yeah.
that little corner section, it'd be major.
the gym feels like grungy,
It does.
which I like. That makes me want to climb harder. And they have a
It-
cave,
I would
which
agree
is a
with-
huge plus.
I would agree with that completely. So for gym layout,
I would
if
say.
we're going 1 to 5, what would you rate it?
Oh, 1 to 5. I would say 4.3 for the layout.
I would agree. I can get behind that. I can get behind a 4 to 4.3.
Because they do have some workout equipment, but not a lot, and they don't have like a moon board or a kilter board or spray wall or something like that. Just something extra.
And then hold cleanliness. What would you rate that?
I was actually thoroughly surprised by a lot of the holds, especially on the slab wall. I was expecting them to be pretty gross. I think there was literally maybe one hold that I grabbed that was like pretty greasy. Or no, there was a couple of slopey ones in the cave that were pretty bad.
I was just about to say that.
But a lot of them seem pretty nice, other than the ones that you put your feet on literally all the time. It's so bright out.
It is.
For hold cleanliness, I would say 4.5.
I'm gonna go 4.
4.
So we can meet in the middle. So that's like still 4.3 out of 5. So we got 2 4.3 out of 5s.
Yep. Okay. And then what was
we had the flows of the routes.
Flows of the routes.
And there's one more I'm forgetting, which we still recorded.
The grades.
Oh, the grades. That's right.
Yeah.
So I would say the grades were pretty spot on for most of them. Some of them could have been style that felt different. But
yeah, style is always a factor. I'd say like maybe a grade or 2 for style could like be a difference.
Yeah.
I think there was like one V3, V4 that felt definitely harder than what it should have been.
Yep.
Maybe 1 or 2 in the cave, but the cave is always going to be hard anyways because it's a cave. So
I would give it.
I would say it's fairly accurate. What do you think? How do you do it?
It's fairly accurate. I would certainly want a little bit of more flow on those lower grades. Some moves feel a little forced, but that's just my opinion. So I would say I would give it a 4 out of 5 on the grading at least. I think it's pretty fair. I don't think it was perfect.
4 out of 5 on the rating?
Yeah, on the rating for the grading.
Okay, the rating for the grading, I would say 4.5 again.
Okay. And then the last thing is the flows.
The flows?
I would say that's for me. I'm gonna go with a 3.8 or 4.
I would go with 4. Honestly, so, 4. I think I would go 4 with flow, just because there's so many different setters that set here.
Yeah.
So all the styles are different, and then you include the cave and all the different shapes and styles of the walls. There's just so many options, and I don't know. Some of them had some pretty harsh starts, so definitely got to drop it down for that. I would say 4 though. So overall, I think it's like a 4.3 to 4.5. I would say for me.
I would say a 4.3 to 4.2 would be my fair grade for this gym. So you want to say 4.3?
I would say 4. Yeah, I would say 4.3.
Yeah. Well, so that's not bad for a first gym, man. 4.3 overall. And he let us in early today. The guy who's working, what's his name, Michael?
Michael, yeah.
Yeah, Michael let us in early today. We were here about 30 minutes early. Should have got a little bit more film, but we were chatting with him. So that's how it works.
I love the grungy feel of the gym, but I just feel like there's like so much extra like potential there. Like if they literally just added a spray wall, that would definitely like.
And I think that's why
upgrade it massively.
That's why I tend to grade it a little bit lower, is because there's so much that leaves me more to desire. Like I want them to add certain stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's such a cool looking gym and feel in there, but it's like they don't give it enough time.
Oh, that's what you think?
Yeah, I do, because I was there 2 months ago maybe, and there was still stuff that was set from when I tried it. So, and I'm not saying, you know, they could gotta be resetting the whole gym every time, but
yeah,
2 months I do feel like it's a smaller gym. It's a smaller gym.
I have a little biased opinion on that, only because I know that they have 3 gyms in total, and they were setting. But
we're focusing on one.
They were setting
but
for
we're
comps.
Focusing on
they were
one.
setting for comps.
So he's got this in his mind. So you know what? We might have to bump the rating down.
No, go up because of that. Go up because of that.
All right, so we agreed 4.3 out of 5.
I think 4.3 is solid.
Perfect.
Especially considering like this isn't like a well-known like gym in the area, because it's kind of hidden and it's literally underground.
It's.
I think it needs more attention.
Literally.
That's what I think. I think it needs more attention. I would agree.
Give more attention.
More attention to it, but just for like extra stuff, not necessarily for the setting. I think they set pretty frequently.
You heard it from us. 4.3 RoKC Underground.
That's solid.
See us next up.